Hello, welcome to CMFXPro. I just received a screenshot. Been chatting with Mario this morning. He's really working hard on identifying the proper anchors and conditions. And so I wanted to make a video specifically related to this markup. I know it's all blurry. I apologize. Let me see if I can find out the pair. But I think, oh, it's AU. Okay. So this is AU on the H4, I think. I'm not sure, but it's AU. It hit multi-level here, I believe, or weekly. I'm not sure about it either. The point is I'm trying to make is this is trend. This is trend, and that's continuation of trend. It hit one of our major levels, and he was marking divergence of the anchors. And he did a good job. This is a green line here hitting the tip of the yellow, and then the other tip of the yellow that went under the white, under blue. And that's massively obvious divergence. That is the end of the cycle. Okay, because this has got how many days of rise, then you get how many days of fall, consolidation, fall again. You always want to choose the anchors that support the cycle direction of how many days it's going to rise or fall. All right, so these are the ones I notated on my markings. He notated the divergence of the end of the cycle, which is very, very important because it does hit our key level. It follows our rules. It hits a key level weekly or monthly. You do have an anchor, and that's pretty much end of cycle direction. Midweek reversal, whatever you want to call it. And this also is the pattern of Beat the Market Maker. Multi-session M, first leg, second leg, clearing the board, trap, anchor, fall. That is a powerful setup. So he did choose the most powerful anchor because it ended in a cycle. And you can get all these pips really quick because it runs through all EMAs, right down to the A100, consolidates, comes back up. So this is what I marked. And the reason I marked these is for one reason only. You have the similar pattern that we all look for, yellow and blue, and it goes under, it goes over, anchors, obvious divergence. And why is this anchor important again? Up against a major EMA, supporting the trend. Okay, here's another tiny one right against the 50 EMA. When you see price get up to these EMAs, major EMAs, either the blueberry, the male, and the water, 800, 200, 50. That's, you can call them anything you want. I just got in a habit of using this familiar nicknames that the Beat the Market Maker gives them: blueberry, male, and the water, and the ketchup and the mustard. Okay. So this is up against the 50 EMA. I'll just use 50 EMA. All right. We know trend is rising, right? Came down here, major EMA hit, 800. Nice pattern of trapping both sides, anchored above the blue, you take off. All right. So we reached this point here, right? It's up against the 50 now. What is it going to do? Is it going to fall? Well, the reason I created this anchor system is because I became a professional the signature trade of the ID50s and the 50-50 bounces. But a lot of the rules they have could lead you astray if it's going one way or the other. I know they say crossover, pull back, 13 cross at 50, blah, 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 blah. Who's got time to wait for all that? By the time it actually happens, you miss a really tight entry for more pips. So you're actually giving up pips waiting for the rules to fall through. I never liked it. Excuse me. Weather's getting nasty here again in New York. So the entire reason I created this is for simplicity of better trading the ID50 and ID50 bounces, the signature trade conditions, monthly, weekly levels, blah, 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 blah. That's what I created. So now you can look at this. Red's coming down. Price is flat. It comes up, comes over, it anchors. Massive, obvious divergence. The pattern of trapping is complete. See how this does this? It doesn't anchor into anything. It just works it, works it, works it. Meanwhile, you got price flat, right? So, but it did anchor here to go down. Did anchor here on the 50 in the middle of flat action. It's telling you it's going to go down to the 50 EMA, which it does. This anchor is in line with support of the trend of the 3 to 5 days of rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is when the trapping starts happening. All right. These are the anchors you want to find. Now we're going to switch. The reason I like this markup or screenshot, because it does show both conditions of a cycle move, midweek reversal kind of condition, all in one screen. You have a bullish trend for many days, you have a bearish trend, consolidation, and an anchor to support the previous trend established. Up against an 800 and a 200 EMA, very major EMA supports. Now this red, see this red here? And the red tip here goes up, over, under. The white and the yellow and blue goes under, doesn't anchor anywhere up here. But price is pretty much flat. Consolidating. Comes up, over, anchors, massive divergence of the momentum compared to the price action. It is massive. It just stops right there. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. I need more coffee. Let me zoom out again. Oops, too much. So, this is obvious, massive divergence. Price is flat up against major EMAs. The trend is bearish. It already hit monthly high, weekly high. Doesn't matter. It's a critical level, monthly or weekly. It's too blurry for me to make it out. So there you go. That supports the cycle direction that changed from midweek reversal. This is why it's a really good example to study this video, because this gives you examples of what it looks like switching over from cycle direction, from midweek reversal changeover. Okay, very important. All this flat action here. You can even see the small anchors fake you out through the consolidation. Right, rise, rise. Here's flat. Okay, and there's your anchor to rise. My goodness, what? Oh, it's because I'm not on my platform. Duh. But see, these little hits above blue, little hit above blue, little hit on blue, little hit on touch below. You notice what they're showing you right here? That is an anchor for every single daily move. Low of day. It supports above the blue. Low of day. It'll close on a bearish candle. It rises. Low of day. Rises. Hits the 800 again. Low of day. Rises. Hits the 800 again. All these little dimples, these little hits to the 50 that are happening. Sorry, I just had phone ding. So watch this video over and over. If you've learned from our webinars, the importance of the EMAs is where the market traps. That's why I created anchors that support conditions of what they're doing at the EMAs. Oh crap. I really need some coffee and some cookies. Christmas spirit, I love cookies. Okay. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if it helps you have better vision of why it's important to pick the anchors supporting trend. Okay? It makes sense. It's logical. It's why I created the anchor system. You don't need to trade every day. If you get in here, you can keep that baby, because this is a yellow over blue, and they last a long time until you get to your next anchor. So it's called anchor in, anchor out. All right, look at this. I spot divergence so crazily easy. See this hump here in red, hump here in red. It goes over yellow, under yellow, hits here, trap is over, or the longs, it comes up here, the shorts, comes up here, anchors under yellow. Well, look at the price. Here's your exhaustion, first leg. Here's your massive divergence. Massive divergence, that's the end. That's your anchor supporting your entry. Anchor to anchor. All right? But that's just to keep your profit safe. Take your profit here. Re-enter in line with the conditions. I mean, if you want to, I'll be honest, the way I see my anchors, it's anchor in, anchor out, and then anchor in, get back in. But I don't want you trading counter trend conditions because look at the moves. It's not that crazy. These are the moves. These are the moves. Oh, cricket. This is the big push. This is the big push. Why don't you want to trade the big push for fast profits instead of sitting there in limbo, counter trade, just because you saw an anchor support? Yes, there's anchors all over. Goodness gracious. I'm a very busy person. There's anchors all over. And that basically gives you hindsight to stay on top of the conditions of what the market makers are doing. You know this is up against a major EMA. You know you got yellow under and over blue. That's a massive divergence. All right? That's the beginning of a changeover of a cycle. I don't know what's happening with AU beyond this point. You have to check that out for yourself. All I know is this is an anchored rise. Yellow, under, over, divergence. Beautiful. And it begins at 1, 2, consolidate, 3, 4. You could have taken that puppy all the way to here. Because why? Yellow under, yellow over blue, anchor. Alright? And this actually hits blue, down, and anchors again. You could have taken both of these babies. You could have taken the first leg, provided pretty nice conditions because it anchored under blue. Alrighty, so that's your first leg condition, and that's a powerful move. Alright? And here you go again. The trap is over. Once you start seeing the direction of the line change, it's down, vectors, and you see it go up, trap's over. You can get in on a bearish candle. Once you see an angle of these lines change, I'm telling you, you see it angle up, wait for your next pullback, and you could have got in this trap, in the middle of this trap, and profited. I mean, the way this system is designed is to completely take the money away from the market makers and every move they make if it's fully understood to its fullest potential. It truly is. That's why I spent 7 months working on it, because I wanted to catch every single move. And you will with the system. But because of that, I also adapted rules that make you trade the strongest anchors that provide the signature trade conditions that beat the market maker teaches and wants you to trade the most. That's where patient pays. To trade these powerful anchors that provide massive pips. You and every single one of you in CMFXPro, I'm going to tell you, there's a while that I decided that maybe it wasn't right bringing this system to public. Why? Because every single student will have the capability of being a millionaire. And that's nothing wrong with that. But greed, money, root of all evil, they say. I don't want anybody getting a sour heart or mind because of the power that this can give you to make unlimited amount of money. I hope each and every one of you with CMFXPro is a good-hearted person and will do good in the world with what this will provide for you. I really, truly do. I think everybody here knows by now, this is definitely not a scam. I'm not trying to bullshit you about anything. I honestly felt it would be selfish of me to keep this to myself and not spread the joy of financial freedom for all. I feel like I can make a difference in this world completely with what I'm offering to the public. And it's an amazing feeling. It truly is. And I want us all to make a difference. It doesn't matter if you just keep it at home and make a difference with your loved ones and provide a better life. So maybe they have more opportunities to where they can go out in the world and make a difference if they choose. That's what matters the most. It's important to me to have that kind of heart and value and beliefs to, I think it's a point in time in life today where we need to take over as a whole, and each and every single one good human being out there. If you can make a difference, do it. It's your duty to the public. No more selfishness. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. If you can, you should. And that's going to be the mindset of CMFX Pro as we get growing. We're going to be involved in more charities that make a difference in the world. And I hope everybody else has the same attitude. It's you don't have to promise, or if you don't, you don't. But it's in my heart and mind. I hope everyone does. The world can truly be a better place the more involved in making a difference. Okay, sorry about the long, heartfelt message. I'm a straightforward person. I'm honest, and everybody who gains success and sees the vision and belief of CMFX Pro, what we're trying to create and what we want to stand for, I hope you tell as many people as you can so we can get as many people on the bus as we can to change the world and really make a difference. Whether it's just for their family, their loved ones, everyone in their family, help out, make a difference. That's fine too. Okay, so let me recap, because I do get carried away. I'm very passionate about what we are trying to do as a mission here with CMFX Pro, and the more you get to know me, the more you'll see that. So, cycle, trend, direction, anchors that support it. This, he did mark the massive, strongest anchor. This is the big boy. All right. This is the one that matters. It's the end of this one, the beginning of this one, and obviously we know how far AU dropped. So it's crazy. All right. But here's your take profit for this anchor in, anchor out condition. And I know, well, you can consider it right here. Here's your anchor. You could play this anchor, re-enter again, play that anchor, because actually the yellow is under the white and the blue now. This is not. This is why I wouldn't have really taken it. I mean, you can, because it is my rule, because here's the divergence here. It's over, under, over, trapping, end of trap because of this divergence. This is your entry to finish to your push, last push to the peak. This is a level. And that's another reason you trade these anchors in line with trend, because these are the anchors that mark the bottom of the levels. Bottom of the level. All right, this might be level 2 or level 1. This might be level 2. Push up to 3, finish, hit the major level. All right, there's your beautiful pattern of an M. You can't be too blind to miss that one. There's your divergence. There's your anchor. These are your level entries. Level entry, level entry. That's why I want everyone to get used to trading. The level entries in line with the cycle and trend direction until the cycle is finished, which is at a major level. Divergence is established and the anchor is established. That's the end of the cycle. Now you go the other way around. Okay, these are W's, W's. You want M's, M's, M-style anchor systems, all right? And that's one right there. Massive divergence, flat price action against two major important EMAs. I mean, that's just like a roadblock sitting there. Like, you're not going past, you're not going past, you're not going past. When they're all so tight like that, all right? And this area here is low exhaustion, but it's not against any major level, monthly, weekly. So it's weak. It's dead. It's a fake trap to rise. And what do? They're like, oh, let's collect some more contracts. Collect some more contracts. All this small consolidation bullshit trapping. It doesn't fool CMFX Pro, and it won't fool any CMFX Pro student. I guarantee that. We are going to master, or I should say, everybody is going to master this market beyond better than any hedge fund, 50-year trader, and stuff like that. You're going to have such a high intellect and with fun, simplicity, enjoyment trading market. These guys sweat bullets every day to perform better than they did the next. And they lose. but their boss is okay with it because he won so much percentage the last month. I guess he's allowed to lose so much percentage the next month. That's bullshit. Who wants that kind of consistency? You want winning consistency all the time, be right in line with their moves. Basically, we could call them and say, hey, do you want me to push the trigger or you want to do it today? Because we know you're dropping. Oh, okay, you want me to do it? Okay, I'll do it. Sell. That's how funny this system is to a slap in the face to the market maker. It truly is a slap in the face. That's why I did really ponder about bringing it to the public, because how crazy, powerful, accurate it is. I immediately fell on the floor when I started to see the patterns arise in relation to price action. It's that simple. It's the pattern in relation to the price action. Pattern, price action. Pattern, price action. Anchor, anchor, anchor. False trapping. Blah, 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 blah. Anchor, drop. I want to thank you for being a part of CMFXPro, believing in us. I want everybody to enjoy the holidays with their loved ones. Hug them, kiss them, hold them, have fun, laugh until you cry. 2019 is going to be an amazing, amazing year for every single CMFXPro member, and we will not leave you behind. You will be right on par with all of us to achieve the success we know that is possible. Once again, thank you for joining CMFXPro. Have a great weekend, Merry Christmas, and to a Happy New Year.